You know I want to really be with you. You're the guy I can actually ask questions to, hear that game knowledge, the breakdown of the maps, and we'll be doing that throughout this entire series. As we mentioned, this is an elimination match. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the Group B bracket, where they currently stand so far, how these teams got to this point. Revin, break this one down for me. Where do we see these matchups go?
Well, I mean, you saw Rise Nation fall completely flat in that first match against Elevate. They got 3-0 there, and then Eunited, they pleasantly surprised me in that match against Luminasi, but ultimately you just watched them lose 3-1, but still put up a good fight.
I think the big thing that came from it was everyone was getting hyped about Pac-Man Sniper. It was cool to see in the Search and Destroy on Throwback. Now, though, a little bit of a different pace. We're going to Hardpoint on Throwback, and I got some good news for you at home. We're already getting into the map. Hopefully, these teams get on their respective sides. We get into it right away. Revin, I'll go ahead, ask you your predictions for this series. You know I did it all last year. I'll do it again now. Where do you see this one going, and what's going to be the key to success for either of these teams?
I think from what we've seen from both these teams so far in Group B, I'm going with the United here.
Yeah.
I think they played a tougher opponent in Luminosity, whereas if you're looking at Rise Nation, they played against Elevate European team, and they fell completely flat. At least United put up a fight against LG.
Well, let's get into it. Eunited going up against Rise Nation, an elimination match. We know 6 teams will make it into tomorrow. One of these 2 teams will not be one of them. Off the break, we hopped on board with Eunited to see how exactly they try to push towards this top middle hard point. Now, Revin, Throwback. We've seen it a little bit earlier today. How does this one play on out? Is there a money hill on this map? How does this first hard point normally kind of stack up?
I don't really think there's like a tried and true money hill on this map. I feel like for the most part, you could break into each of them. If I were to pick one, I'd say maybe the bike path one, because you can extend out to both sides. Fortunately, I think it's one so far away. But if we want to talk about this first hard point specifically, it's a bit more of a cluster. It's very tough to, push out to both sides or even establish good positioning, just because so many angles you could shoot that player off the hard point. Mainly you want to put yourself in a position to set up better for the next one.
As you're mentioning that, you saw the player in the hard point snap towards the one side of her pass, then had to go towards the other. He was getting pinched from both sides. Unfortunately, doesn't work out for him there. And actually, Aqua has rotated all the way towards the backside of this map. And how has he not been spotted? He just high wall ran over the silo. Now he'll go ahead, kill accuracy in the hard point. United go, where did he just come from?
Push right through the courtyard side of the map, and that opens up room now for Looney coming from behind. He takes down Silly, continue to put pressure onto the spawn. But you see Pac-Man on the minimap, he's going to rotate back. Makes quick work of Looney there, as it's going to be United starting to build a little bit of a lead here. As 30 seconds remaining currently on the barn hardpoint. Let's go on to somebody who's inside the action. Silly, as he gets cleaned up. Rise Nation setting up the break.
Rise Nation doing everything they can to push right on through. A very heavy OSA match so far. Pac-Man actually kills his teammate with that grenade, and that'll help Rise Nation finally break on through. 15 seconds remaining on this hard point as we begin to set up the rotation towards this new hill. Looks like there's a couple players of United spawning up in that area, and with the 3 dead now on Rise Nation, they should be in charge of this rotation.
Okay, so they had the scrap time, and because Vicento picks up the remaining time in the hard point, United now know that everybody from Rise Nation is going to be attacking from the barn side of the map, and take a look at this man, Legal, coming in from behind. He falls, but gets the information to relay to his teammates that they know where everybody from Rise Nation is going to be attacking from. Despite all that information, kills being exchanged by both teams now. It's going to be Silly inside the hard point. Get some help from Legal as he finds 2. They now control the hard point.
Silly near double positive. Legal was near double positive for a moment there. You can see it's a K-Bar OSA match so far. Not really too surprised. The biggest thing for me, Revin, has been seeing which players have been running the tacticals, the lethals so far. Anything that really stands out for you?
No, nothing too much. I mean, for the lethals, you'll see the flechette used every now and then, as well as the jammers for the tacticals. But look, if you're throwing these out, you constantly get the blast shield hit marker, the attack resist hit marker. Yeah. You might as well put them away and switch to a more greedy stacked class.
Well, it looks like that's what these players are likely to do. Very few having grenades on. Nice snap there by Aqua with that K-Bar. Almost every single player, even in this lobby, slight slang advantage, maybe on the side of United, but as I say that, a couple kills don't go in their favor. So we have rotated towards this baseball side of the map. A pitch coming in from both sides. This looks like it will be a recipe for success for Rise Nation.
Legal making a big play as he pushes through the bowling alley side of the map. He finds 2, falling Aqua, falling, can't get the 3rd, but opens up room for his teammates, specifically actually pushing around the back, trades the kill out. Now with Rise Nation spawning out over near the blue side of the map, you can see they're funneled through this right-hand side of the map, and it's so easy for the United to set up and pick these players off. It's up to Looney to make a big break from the flank.
Accuracy just playing his life for the moment. He has that trophy in front of him, now destroyed, so Grenade's going to give him a little bit more of a headache. Looney pitching in from bowling. Nice job from him. It does look like for the moment Rise Nation will get the break, and you can see on your minimap exactly how they are spawning. Right near that back blue area, they need to put some pressure towards courtyard, which they will get, and also refocus towards middle map. Looks like a majority of these gunfights have gone in Rise Nation's favor. Finally, Silly cleans it up. For 3 seconds of scrap time, though, and look at how far across he is on the map. Not sure if that was entirely worth it.
Well, look, now he's got to venture all the way back across, and I'm actually a little surprised to see him using the Scarab here. The Scarab is a score streak where it's very good in Search and Destroy, where you could gather information with it, but especially in Hardpoint, it takes a good amount of time to call it in, and it doesn't get too much done.
People compare it a lot to the HCXD from back in Black Ops 3,
fair
but
comparison.
It's definitely a fair comparison. Does it stack up, though, in overall lethality?
No.
I would have to say no. I think it's less of a good scouting tool, less mobile. Definitely does not get as many kills, so in Hardpoint, not sure if it makes too much sense. You say, though, in Search and Destroy, absolutely still very viable. Right now, Eunited doing what they did back in the first series they played, and that's representing themselves well in the first Hardpoint. Up by 13 seconds, Silly 19 and 12, Illegal 22 and 18, and the big thing to watch out for now, Revan, are the payloads being earned.
Yep, players starting to get closer and closer, earning those. Silly doing great work inside the hardpoint as he's on a 4 spree. Packham was just on a 4 spree of his own before he got taken down, but now you got Silly working his way towards some more score streaks as the Lime hardpoint about to expire. Moving back towards the middle train platform, Silly continuing to do work as he makes his way towards top restaurants. This is a good vantage point for this first hardpoint.
Now, if you look what payload he's using, he's got himself the Claw. Hasn't earned it yet, but I talked to some of the members of Rise Nation about how have players been thinking about using something like the Equalizer now with the Claw in play? Is it worth it? Is it as good as people would say? Silly using it earlier on in the last series on Retaliation, definitely put in some work with it. I definitely want to watch him here when he earns it a little bit later on. You saw there he gets fully streaked out. Eunited still with a narrow lead.
All right, so now let's switch over to Aqua. He's got Rewind ready to go. Just looking over the middle hardpoint right now, and like we were talking about the first time this hardpoint came up, it's so tough to like safely position yourself inside the hardpoint. Something I talked about with Maven is, you know, when you're inside that middle hardpoint, a lot of players will just kind of duck down and try to use the cover around you.
Yeah.
You have a weapon, use it, fight back, shoot back at your opponent. Don't just lie down and trust your teammates to look over you. There are too many angles for them to cover. You have to be able to defend yourself here.
If Maven was in pubs right now, he'd be throwing down double dome shields, laying in the
Maven's that type
hardpoint
of player.
and trying to make the most of it for his team. Right now, Rise Nation, again, they're fighting through that market side. On the opposing area of the map, you've got Legal, Accuracy, Pac-Man pushing through grannies. It looks like right now the advantage goes over to Eunited. 10-second lead, 3 payloads available. Silly about to have one of his own. Can they hold this hard point? The answer is no.
Okay, coming in through courtyard is going to be Accuracy. He falls, and here we go. Legal's going to pop his reactive armor, make his way inside the hardpoint, get shot from multiple angles, and he gets nothing done with that significant payload, and that's going to allow Rise Nation to climb right back into the game. Now here comes Pac-Man. He uses the active camo coming around the pack.
See,
connects with the flechette.
And that is what makes the flechette so lethal. I was talking to Enable about this earlier. You hit it dead on like that, it instantly explodes, kills the player. A perfect example of it right there. Pac-Man with some luck on his side as this game has been close through and through. 120 to 109, rotation again towards the new hardpoint. This time around, though, it's Rise Nation in control.
All right, so Looney working his way towards his own reactive armor, about a kill away. And this is a hard point here on the bike path where it's pretty easy to contest on either side of the hard point. Rise Nation did a good job of having presence on both sides of the hard point, but now they're starting to get kills in their favor. Bombardment being called in by Silly. Picks up 2, make it 3.
Oh my gosh! 4 in the feed, one of them being his own teammate. That bombardment, man, is scary. You saw Looney had nowhere to go. More streaks now coming on in, using whatever tools they can, able to get one as well. That one really on that top bus anchor side, which takes Pacento out of the power position. Eunited, they've stopped the bleeding for the moment, and they're now back within 10.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a key kill onto Pacento because it allows Eunited to push on forward. Unfortunately, they can't really get anybody in that position. It's going to be Legal now holding the corner. He also had his Scarab to use. Accuracy still with his rewind. He's going to try to trade this kill out. Will be able to. Stays on the map as well, just trying to threaten the spawns for this upcoming hard point.
Now, when do you think Silly should go ahead and bring out that payload?
I think at the next barn hard
point.
point.
So the next barn hard point. So you think pocket it for a bit, probably won't earn it again in this game, so if you're going to use it your one time, make the most of it. Rise Nation continuing to flood from blue. They've got the better spawns at the moment. They know that. Reactive armor now used by Looney as well to try to stop that mid lane pressure, and he looks like he's going to do just that as Aqua cleans up 3 of his own.
Team kill coming in from Pacento as he winds up taking down Aqua. Eunited setting up for another push. Silly actually just used his claw.
No, he did not.
He got nothing done from that.
0. Done with the claw.
The reason why I said to pull it out on the barn hardpoint is because
For reasons like that.
they're forced through the doorway. So they're forced into, the lawnmower that is the claw.
So
and he's guaranteed kills over at the barn hardpoint. Instead, he brings it out on one that's very wide open.
If Rise Nation win this hardpoint, I'm going to think of this hill right here. The use of the claw failed. 50 seconds go over to Rise. They've now blown open this game. And if you look at your minimap, they are nowhere near this new hardpoint, which is a silver lining for Eunited. But Eunited have to make the most of this time. They've got 54 seconds available for this hill, and they can sure as hell get a lot of it with the setup they currently have.
Okay, Accuracy throwing down the trophy, trying to solidify his position inside the hardpoint. His teammates trying to slay out in front of him, but now you see Rise Nation, they're going to rethink their attack. It's now fighting through the barn side of the map. Accuracy has to watch his angles here, using the line for perfect cover. Over the fence, he's going to pop his reride. Stay alive inside the hardpoint, can't pick up the kill after. But swap over to Felony. He's still with the Scarab use, but he's working towards his own act. The camo now has it and immediately pops it. But look at the minimap. There's really nobody in position to contest him here. And by throwing the tactical, he comes out of his active camo.
That was it. Okay, well, there goes camo. Not going to have too big of an impact on this game. Final 15 seconds look like they should go in favor of Eunited. This game by no means done, but Revan, if you had to look at one thing, if you needed one thing to change in this game for United to come back, what would it have to be? How would it happen?
You need somebody to help out Silly, man. Right now, he's +8, but you look at their bottom two players, Accuracy as well as Pac-Man, severely negative. You can't have half your team dropping numbers like that if you want to consistently win hardpoint games. Despite that, they're still within 30 points, which is a reasonable margin.
Yeah.
But still, you need some help in the slaying. You got to help out Silly.
I think the big thing as well is Silly +10, but look at how much time he has in the hardpoint. Yeah. He's still far and away leading his team, near a minute more than the second place in his squad, playing multiple roles right now, filling almost every category and leading it for his team. Can the rest of his squad match it, though? The game clock even winding down now. We're about to hit that 1 minute mark left, so this game, if it doesn't end with 250, it will definitely end with game score, as this time ticking down quick.
Yeah, Rise Nation, a team that likes to play for multiple engagements, use their trading to their advantage. Still, it's going to be United now closing the gap within 20 points as we're about to make our way back over to the barn hardpoint. And I got to bring up this point once again. Imagine if Silly had his claw right now.
Yeah, and this could be that difference maker, especially with the team within 10. The 60-second lead that Rise Nation once had is diminishing quick. Silly nearly chains both. Thankfully, though, Facento has some teammates pushing up with him. They try to get the flank again. And this has been the plan for Rise Nation. You flank towards the backside. Facento immediately pops overdrive and gets 3 with it. A beautiful use of that specialist ability, and now they're right back in this game.
So Rise Nation actually not choosing to use a payload weapon here. Instead of the claw, they're using overdrive. Aqua just pops his rewind as well. Staying alive inside the hardpoint.
What is happening?
Inside, picks up the kill on the Pac-Man as it's going to be Rise Nation retaking the lead once again. But here comes Eunited as we're all tied up 208 to 208.
Payloads used all over the place for the side of Rise Nation, and for what? 2 seconds in the hill? 2 seconds?
It's not a lot of seconds.
No, it's not at all. Felony, Looney, Aqua, Facento, no payloads to use. Accuracy will be the first one to earn it in this lobby. And Silly, he's about to hit 50 kills on this map. 90 engagements so far in this game, Revan.
And where you're seeing is Accuracy and Pac-Man start to rack up more time inside the hardpoint, freeing up Silly to slay a bit more around the map like he is right now.
Oh
as 3 go down for Rise Nation, Eunited making a big push in the final seconds of this game.
Eunited keeping this one close. Silly just can't be stopped. It takes 3 players of Rise Nation to cut him down, but look at the score. 225 to 225. Challenges still coming in from Legal. Legal actually had one of the most kills we saw in Black Ops 3 in one map, which was, what, 62?
Yeah, we
and I cast it on Fringe Hardpoint. Silly looking to match that now. Eunited within 15 seconds of winning this first game.
This is just a silly amount of kills to have.
I like
Positive
that.
11.
I'll give you that
I
one.
I try. Now, Rewind still available here for Accuracy. He's had it for quite some time now. Wonder when he's going to decide to use it.
Beautiful
flashbang grenade.
Beautiful
Aqua. Challenges after with the OSA. Get some help from his teammates.
They can end it right here.
Yeah, they're about to.
This
that
game
might be a game right
I
here.
think this game is done. No one near the hard point for Rise Nation. Eunited again. Take this map number 1 hard point and look so solid. Set the tone for the series, but hey, don't forget, they did this last time and then dropped it 3-1.
And look, that was a great adjustment Eunited make towards the end of the game. They recognize that Silly has the hot head.
Yep.
He's picking up kills all across the map, but he's limited inside the hard point. So Accuracy and Pac-Man step up. You know what? We'll put ourselves inside the objective. We'll wreck at that time. You roam around and kill people on the outsides.
Beautiful stuff. A competitive map number 1. In the end, though, Silly gets that top bus position. locks it down for his team, gets what, 4 or 5 gunfight wins in his favor, and then we wind up seeing it go to Eunited, 55-43. A minute and 42 in the hard point and 10 defends. That's like a triple-double in basketball.
I'm illegal. The only
I don't even know what that means
positive.
when I say it, but I've heard people say it a lot.
You just made Mr. X real excited with that basketball reference.
I did, but I still don't know what triple-double means, so I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to act like that was some sports knowledge that I had.
It's a valid reference.
Great game number 1. That now will lead us into this search and destroy. Last time we saw Pac-Man at S&D, he was hitting every single sniper shot. Do you think we see the same thing here on Scorch?
No, I don't think we're going to see much sniper action happening here on Scorch, but that'll free him up to maybe flank a little bit more if he wants to bring out something like an OSA to be mobile around the map.
Well, I got good news for you at home, everybody. We're already loading into map number 2. As long as these teams join the